back to my channel, and in today's video I'm gonna be creating this look just using drugstore makeup. I know that drugstore makeup could be a little bit underrated, but honestly, like, drugstore makeup is just as good as high-end makeup, you know, the ones from Sephora. And I use a mixture of both, but today I decided to do like a full face only using drugstore makeup, with like the exception of two things because I didn't have them on hand. But yeah, I just really want to show you girls that you don't have to go out and spend so much money on makeup when you could literally go to the drugstore and get like the same look. And honestly, sometimes the drugstore makeup is better than high-end makeup. If you want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. First, I'm going to start off by moisturizing my lips with my Carmex lip balm. Then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Lock-On Liner and Brow Cream in Espresso, and I'm just going to be using that to fill in my eyebrows. What I forgot to show was me placing my brows in place with the Maybelline Brow Drama in Deep Brown. I'm just going to clean up my eyebrows now with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Sand Sable. For primer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser to prime my skin. For foundations, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in Golden Beige and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Bronze Beige. Using my Real Technique sponge, I'm going to be using that to blend everything away, and this is also a really good alternative for the Beauty Blender, and it's way cheaper. And to conceal these crazy bags, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Sand Sable and placing it anywhere I want to highlight as well as conceal. Real Techniques also has another sponge specifically for under the eyes and smaller areas, so I'm using that to blend the concealer underneath my eyes and anywhere else that I've concealed. And to set the concealer, I'm using my Coty Airspun Translucent Powder and just setting everything in place. Anything I didn't set with the translucent powder, I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte to set everything else. This is actually a new product from Wet n Wild, and I'm going to be using the top shade that says Transition as my transition shade, and I'm going to be building it up to the intensity that I like. Now, using the bottom left shade that says Crease, I'm going to be placing that on my outer V on both eyes and then try and blend it out with a fluffy brush. At this point, I was just praying that it came out good because I honestly didn't know what I was going to come up with. But now I'm just blending it out with a fluffy brush on both eyes. It's because I felt like the color got lost with all that blending. I'm adding a little bit more, and then I'm gonna blend some more just so that the lines don't look so harsh. I decided to do a half cut crease with this look, and I'm just placing some concealer on my eyelids and just making sure that everything is as good as I like it. And using that bronze shade, I'm going to be placing that on my eyelids. Now I'm just placing a little bit more of that darker shade. and blending both those colors together. And for brow bone, I'm going to be using the lightest shade in the quad. Just making sure everything is well blended, and then I'm going to be placing a little bit more of that darker shade underneath my lash line. Now I'm dusting all that setting powder off with a brush. And to bronze my face, I'm going to be using a Wet n Wild contouring palette in Dulce de Leche to just bring some color back into my face. And to blend everything, I'm just going to be using my Real Techniques buffing brush. And to make it seem like I actually contoured my face, I'm just going to clean it up with a little bit of translucent powder. To line my eyes, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. And if you struggle with eyeliner, I did a tutorial on how to do a perfect wing liner, and it's going to be down in the description below. Now to dust off that powder, I'm going to be using again my buffing brush from Real Techniques. For mascara, I'm using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise and also the L'Oreal Lash Primer, and putting that both on my top and bottom lashes. And since I didn't have a blush from the drugstore, I'm just using a BH Cosmetics one and then blending everything out. And for highlight, I'm using my favorite one, which is the Wet n Wild Precious Petals. And to set my whole face, I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime and just setting my whole face. And for lips, I'm using a Wet n Wild Matte Liquid Lipstick in Give Me Mocha. And this is the final look. Okay ladies, so I really hope you liked this little video that I did just using drugstore makeup, and I hope it helped you and encouraged you. You don't feel like you have to go out and spend some money on Sephora or, you know, places like that. So you could literally do a full look with just drugstore makeup and it will still come out really good. So yeah, this is just a little look that I came up with just using drugstore makeup, with the exception of two things, which were the setting spray and the blush, because I actually didn't have those. I mean, I already have setting spray, so I really didn't want to go out and buy another setting spray, but the one that I used to use, which was the one that I loved, I would keep on using it, is the Wet n Wild finishing spray, the natural finish one. And also I've tried some blushes in the drugstore, which were the Wet n Wild, which is also really good, and L'Oreal, which is also really good. So yeah, so I really hope you girls enjoyed this look. I had so much fun doing this for you girls, and you know, just know that you really don't have to go out and spend your money. You could just save it for more important things. So yeah, thank you so much for watching ladies, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.